It's just pee, right?
No.
It's a blow up? It's a blow up. Like, did he mess up his clothes? So it's 9:30. I decided to go back to sleep. I mean, it makes so much more sense to sleep when he's sleeping. So I went back to sleep. But it's 9:30, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and wake him up, get his diaper changed, and like kind of start with the day. So we'll see how this goes.
This film session has been done by Marcellus Hillman.
Wow. So I just finished cleaning the bottles and everything. I have a couple of emails to send while the bottles are oh my gosh, guys, I feel so tired. Like, I'm not even gonna lie, last night was like really rough. Benzy's the dog. But King was up a lot last night. He's been very fussy, and I saw a chart, and I'll insert like a picture of the chart, but I saw a chart that said that like between week 5 and 6 he's going through like some sort of growth spurt. So I think what's happening is that he's cluster feeding on top of the fact that I have mastitis. So I'm uncomfortable, he's uncomfortable, and it's just making everything really uncomfortable right now. But I mean, like, he's so cute, like it's so crazy because he's so cute. So I'm just like, okay baby, I hope you feel better. I'm trying to feel better, and we're just gonna work this out. But anyway, I just finished cleaning the bottles and the stuff for the pump, because I'm gonna pump while he's taking a nap. And I have a couple of emails to send really quick, so I'm gonna do this because your girl gotta multitask. Like, I need to figure out how to balance running my businesses and taking care of the baby at the same time. So I'm scaling up quite a few things back, but right now I have a couple of emails to send out to my photography clients really quick, since I'm getting off maternity leave and their sessions are about to start. I need to get those sent out, so I'm gonna do that and then try to eat and pump. We'll see how this goes. Also, I like to listen to podcasts while I work and clean and stuff like that. It's kind of the only time that I have to do it, unless I'm driving. So I'm listening to the Serve Scale Soar podcast by this girl named Brandy. It's really good, and I like to listen to like the stories of other entrepreneurs. So I'm listening to that as I'm typing these emails. Hopefully I can do both at the same time. Sometimes I get sidetracked with the podcast and I just lose focus, but we'll see. Tay's home today. He's working from home.
Hey, I'm about to go to Walmart, get some pants and stuff. Do we need anything else?
I need some pants.
Like your pants?
You stupid.
No, seriously.
Cut. Hey! Cut.
Line. Cut. Cut. We're gonna dub it.
To give you what you need.
Hey, I feel like that dude on Proud Family who face never in the picture.
Oh, what's his name? Magic. No.
It was Magic Johnson.
Yeah.
But
so I was able to send my emails. I was able to eat, finish the bottles. I haven't pumped yet, but I'm actually gonna clean up a little bit and then pump. And hopefully he stays asleep. I mean, if he wakes up, it's not a big deal, but it's just nice that he is resting and he looks so peaceful, so I'm not gonna bother him for a minute. So when it comes to cleaning, I usually just do what I can within like 10 minutes, like tops, because I really just don't have that much time to like sit down and do like deep cleanings. I do have a duster. I use a what do you call those, the Lysol wipes and stuff like that, so I use that to kind of disinfect things. But I'm hoping sometime soon I can like hire a cleaner just to do like a really deep clean for me, just because I don't foresee myself having any time anytime soon to sit down and like deep clean the apartment like it needs to be. So baby Hillman is still sleeping, which is great. It's only been a few minutes. Baby Hillman is still sleeping. I need to fix that toilet. Well, I'm gonna have to fix the toilet because the water keeps running. But baby Hillman is still sleeping. So actually what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna try to do a little bit of work. What I've done is I've created like a master to-do list of all the things I need to get done before my maternity leave ends. And it's not like super challenging things. It's just like really planning stuff out and coming up with timelines that actually make sense with me having a baby and trying to work my business at the same time. So I'm just going through this master to-do list, trying to check off things that need to be done, just because I want to make things as easy as possible for me when I like fully shift into, you know, I'm back working my business again. So yeah, so that's going to be really fun because maternity leave ends, like I'll officially end on Monday. So yeah. And today is, what is today? Tuesday? Oh, also today I was supposed to go to the to my 6-week check-in or checkup or whatever for myself, but because it's like flu season and stuff like that, and I just been listening to all the reports and it just seems like really nasty, I decided to reschedule my appointment for a couple more weeks. So instead of going to check in at 6 weeks, I'll be checking in at 8 weeks postpartum. But I mean, I feel fine overall. I've shared with you guys my 2-week postpartum update and my birth story, but you know, like right now I feel really good. Sometimes I have low energy. I am battling mastitis right now. I'm on the antibiotics though, so it's not super terrible, and I've been taking Tylenol to help with the pain. But yeah, so besides me getting mastitis, like really things have been going pretty well. I am a little tired, but I think it's honestly because he is at 5 or 6 weeks. And apparently babies go through a growth spurt at this time. So, you know, he's stressed out, and then I'm, you know, kind of stressed out too. So, you know, I guess that's the only like down thing or whatever that's happening. But I mean, overall, like this is what my day-to-day looks like. A lot of the day he does spend sleeping, but it's like even though he's sleeping, I still don't have enough time to do any work because he might wake up like, you know, in 30 minutes, or he might wake up in an hour, you know, like I never know like how much time I have. So, you know, I have to kind of be strategic with what I decide to do when he's napping. So sometimes I will try to clean up, sometimes I will try to do like laundry, sometimes I'll try to work. It just depends. A lot of times when I'm breastfeeding him though, I do try to make that time productive. So like I might, you know, if I'm breastfeeding, I might try to do some work from my phone or like check emails or send emails or something like that. And I think I hear him fussing right now. Even though Tay's home from work, like when Tay works from home, he'll either work at the table or he'll work in his office. And he does come out a lot to help and like, you know, take care of the baby and stuff like that. But honestly, like, he's working, you know, so it's kind of hard for him to stop what he's doing, you know, because he might have to make calls or whatever like that. So I usually try not to bother him as much until like after he's done with work. So you know, it still really is just kind of me hanging out with the baby most of the day. When I start back working, I'm still trying to figure out how we're going to navigate that space. But I mean, we're in a really good groove right now. So I'll probably do like another day in the life to like share what I do when I'm actually like, okay, I'm full-time working kind of thing. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, let me throw these diapers away and find something safe to do until the baby wakes up. Okay, so it's been a little over 2 hours, I think. So I am going to wake the baby up because I want him to feed. I just don't want him to be as fussy. So I've come to realize, like, if I let him wake himself up, he is obviously like really fussy. He's really upset. He's really cranky. But if I wake him up gently, like, you know, after a couple of hours, I gently wake him up. I change his diaper. You know, I make sure that he's like, you know, feeling comfortable and feed him. I find that like he's so much better. He doesn't like bite my breast and all that kind of crazy stuff. So our feedings just go a lot better. So I usually kind of pay attention to see like what his cycle is when he's sleeping. I can tell by his breathing if he's sleeping really hard, which is so interesting. Oh, see, he's grunting now. So that means that he's like trying to wake himself up. So I want to go ahead and wake him up before he like startles himself awake. Even though he's swaddled, he still manages to like startle himself awake. And then it just becomes a really frustrating experience to change his diaper and to feed him and stuff like that. But yeah, I've been really careful, especially since getting mastitis. I've been very careful to like monitor how he's feeding. And so I noticed that when I wake him up gently, which I'm the same way. I don't know why I didn't think he would be like this, but you know, I'm the kind of person, if you don't wake me up gently, I'm like the worst person in the world to talk to and to be around. But if you wake me up gently, like, you know, I'm just in a much better mood. So with him, I noticed the same thing. And so when I gently wake him up and I feed him, well, first I change his diaper, then I feed him. It's such a smooth process. He doesn't bite me. And I'm just having to be very careful now with the biting because I realize that it's breaking the skin of my nipple, of course, which that's how you get the infection. Or that's how the infection can enter you to get mastitis. So yeah, let me go ahead and deal with him though, because I do not want him to be upset with me today. Well, right now, because we're still kind of tired. So yeah, let me go handle my business. So while he's eating, I usually watch YouTube videos or I'll do like a little bit of work or something like that. But then after he eats, I usually just like I'll play maybe a podcast or a YouTube video and we'll just cuddle for like 30 minutes until he's like deep sleep, and then I'll put him down. What's he doing? Is he looking at you? Yeah. So we have not grocery shopped. Well, I haven't gone grocery shopping in like what, 8 months? Yeah, probably a year. It's probably been a year since I've gone grocery shopping. And I turned Tay onto Instacart. So now every 5 minutes he wants to Instacart something. So he's shopping.
Tell me what
right
else
now.
I can buy on him.
Get my pads. I keep telling you I need pads.
Spell utensils.
Spell pads. P-A-D-S.
Anybody that spell?
Yeah, I need pads. Okay. I guess he's going to the store to get them. Oh, I am so happy to have my office clean. Since Tay is here, it's been really helpful. So he's been able to also keep an eye out for the baby. So, but he's still sleeping, so it's not even a big deal. So I was able to clean my office, which is great because, like I said, I'm going to start back working on Monday. So it's just nice for me to have like a clean space, and then I'll be able to like bring his bouncer and stuff in here, this is just our sunroom. It's not like it's a big difference from another part of the house, but I'll be able to bring his bouncer and stuff in here. But at least it's clean. I'm gonna probably have Tay vacuum for me, just because since I have not been in this room, the dog has been in here, so there's like dog hair everywhere. And then after that, I'll be able to bring the baby stuff in here. But I'm so happy to have my clean space back. Yay! So I think I have like another 30 minutes before I'm gonna wake up the baby. So I think, what am I gonna do? It might be a good idea to eat. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna eat. Yeah. So it's been almost 2 hours and now he's starting to stir a little bit. That's one thing about him. Like King, he is really on it as far as timing. Like he always starts stirring almost exactly to the minute at 2 hours when it's like time for him to wake up and eat again. So he's stirring. He's not like fully waking up. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab him really quick and you know, get him changed and stuff like that, and feed him. I want to do tummy time, but he might not really be in the mood for that today, so we're gonna see how he feels. We might just cuddle some, but I feel so good. I've gotten quite a bit done today. I need to get some actual work done, but as far as like cleaning and stuff, like, man, I feel so much better. Oh, my face is still looking a little bit fat. It's okay though, I just had a baby, whatever. I know this is a terrible angle, but I'm usually balancing him laying across my lap in some weird position and me trying to eat a sandwich. Why did I take a bite knowing I was gonna talk? I don't know. Anyway, the whole point was for you guys to see what I balance. I'm about to wake him up to feed him, but I decided to get a quick snack in. So Tay ordered Instacart, right guys? And got metal pans, some butter, my pads, and some Pam spray. But he spent 60 bucks on all of this, guys. 60 bucks on all these metal pans. Like we just be cooking so much. Like we cook so much that we need 36 plus. What's 36 plus 18? I don't even know.
64 or 54, something like that.
Too many. And the true problem is that you didn't even buy food. You spent $60 worth of stuff and none of it is food. Well, butter.
Cut.
Just changed Mr. King's diaper. And I asked him if he wanted me to feed him, but he said no. So now I'm just looking at him relax on the sofa. So I'm gonna close today's vlog out here. I think it's like almost 7 or something like that. And so he just ate. He's gonna be down probably for a couple of hours. Really, what else happens at night? I might do like a whole separate night routine or whatever. But basically, like all I do is get him down. Some days he'll get a bath. And what else do I do? Like it's really like a basic nighttime kind of routine or whatever like that. He usually goes to bed like for his longest stretch of time. He goes to bed at midnight. So I usually stay up until midnight just because I don't like to break up my sleep. So yeah, I'm just gonna let him nap. I'm gonna lay here next to him and do some work. If I don't fall asleep, hey, it is what it is. So yeah, I'm gonna close it out right here. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe. Let me know what you guys want to see. I'm gonna be sharing like more mom life stuff, and of course like me balancing my life as a mom and entrepreneur. We'll see how that goes, especially since maternity leave is about to end. And yeah, I'll see y'all later.